WeatherScope.
The weather's setting up for a decent afternoon on the west coast, but another storm's getting ready to move in off the Pacific. Good morning, welcome to WeatherScope. I'm Dan Atkinson.
And I'm Mark Mancuso on the other side of the country. Other problems, some snow, some freezing drizzle in Nebraska. Very hazardous out there. We've had reports of lots of accidents. And in Maine, some backlash from an ocean storm. Let's check it out for you. And there it is. This is the storm that came on through North Carolina yesterday and deposited some wet, slushy snow from Charlotte on over towards Raleigh, a couple of inches of the old greasy skid stuff. Now the storm is really churning out here in the North Atlantic, moving way out to sea. But look, there is some moisture kind of creeping up towards the northwest here, right along a trough. And as we go to the visible satellite picture, look at that. Is that beautiful or what? Look at that low pressure just kind of churning about out and through here. And there you can see the moisture kind of extending its way on up towards the northwest. You can see the bands coming right on into Maine and up into New Brunswick. What's it look like on the radar? Well, let's show it to you right now. And here you can see the bands of snow. See them right here coming on in? Already 3 to 6 inches of snow has fallen here on the Maine coast. Oh, can you just sit there and imagine the beautiful scene at Bar Harbor outside Acadia? You know, the rocky coast, the snow coming on down. Boy, it just must be beautiful. But of course, visibility rather limited, probably down to a half mile or so. To the west, patches of snow and a little lake effect action here. And yes, there's been some snow showers coming down through eastern Mass, but really no big deal. Now, as we take you to the west, snow's been hanging around in Cleveland overnight and early this morning. We've had reports of 4 to 8 inches of snow in the best location in the nation. So if you are traveling, say from Bay Village there on up through the snow belt to Kirkland there, it could be some slick and hazardous driving. South of Buffalo, too, we have seen some snows, mainly between Jamestown and Dunkirk. Now, as we check temperatures for the mid and latter part of January, it's not bad, 20s and 30s. Down to the south we go. It is beautiful cobalt blue skies. Can you picture that? We go from the rocky Maine coast to the crystal blue clear skies. Can you see the sun there splashing down on Lake Lanier? Nice day to get one of those houseboats, kind of cruise about, huh? Off to the west, though, clouds thickening up. Isobars tightly packed. Signs of winds. And the wind's blowing pretty good here, and eventually we'll tap into that Gulf moisture. Look at Brownsville. Look at Miami, 71. Dan?
Thank you, Mark. On the west coast, rain should wrap up by this afternoon, aside from splash and dash showers. In Salt Lake City, Utah, here's what it looked like last night. Even with all those flakes, though, only about an inch fell on the city. Clouds are in your forecast today for Salt Lake City with a chance of more snow showers. And temperatures are expected to peak near 40. Right now, not a lot of snow around Salt Lake City, but there is certainly plenty of snow off to your north and to your east. Widespread snow, particularly across Montana. We'll show you that on radar. Actually, this is a radar satellite composite, and you can see precipitation from Montana down into eastern Colorado, most of that in the form of snow. Rain occurring along coastal sections of California on up toward Portland and Seattle. The snowmaker is this stationary front. That's the edge, the western extremity of some polar air, which is banked up against the eastern slopes of the Rockies. And it is producing across Montana widespread light snow. Places like Glasgow, Miles City, Billings, Bozeman, Kalispell, Great Falls, Havre, all have had light snow for most of the recent hours. And you get down into Wyoming, Sheridan continuing to get light snow. At this hour, Rawlins, Wyoming, reporting some moderate snow, and also some moderate snow falling, I believe, at Craig, Colorado, or at Goodland, Kansas. I'm sure of that. Earlier, you had some freezing rain around Goodland. That has since turned over to light snow, and the freezing rain has shifted on toward the east, as we'll see, into the plains. Meanwhile, upper-level disturbance producing some scattered showers over coastal sections of California, getting a few